Understood, Secretary General. Given the list of names we found in Blue Planet's hideout, as well as the recent assassination attempt against the Secretary General, the security force deemed their organization too dangerous to ignore. Naturally, the order was given to crack down on all of their operations. As for this cleric person you're so concerned about, considering his connection to the blueprints you found, as well as the fact that Blue Planet was actively recruiting new members at the time, we suspect that the cleric is a recent addition to their research team. Nothing at all. But after conferring with Miss Aglia, we both agree that the hit squad's infiltration of the Smart City was orchestrated by none other than the cleric. But we might have been looking at this all wrong. If the cleric isn't on that list, it's not because he's new. It's because he outranks even Erot in their hierarchy. I'm afraid it goes even further than that. The hit squad's flawless takeover of the Smart City must have had something to do with him as well. The crackdown operations were meant to ensure Secretary General Kyran's safety, but it seems they've had the opposite effect. The control center, the very core of the Smart City. Only authorizers can access its systems, but once inside, they can gain full control of every tower of fantasy on the planet. I fear just the opposite. Blue Planet believes humanity was never meant to harness Omnium, so they must be aiming to destroy every tower, cutting us off from Mara's power forever. Then everything would fall apart. The Secretary General's reality reshaping program, our defense force trapped in hyperspace, and all of Ida consumed by the aberrations. Correct, but until we get there, it falls on Pippin to stop them. Our mission will be to foil Blue Planet's schemes, rescue Authorizer 968, and successfully launch the Rewind. As a precaution, we will also be escorting another person into the Smart City, Authorizer 304, Kalpa.
It's too late for regrets now, researcher. We'll be waiting at the entrance to the Smart City. I didn't spy on anyone, for your information. Claudia started a conference call to explain the details of the mission, and I just happened to be here.
I understand your concerns, Commissioner, but Our intel suggests that Blue Planet is using a new type of virus to maintain control of the smart city's defenses and communications. If we want to safely carry out our mission and restore the city's functionality, we'll need Grey Fox's technological expertise.
Also worth mentioning is that I provided that information to the Federation with the help of a certain Tower of Fantasy employee. As you can see, my involvement in the mission isn't up for debate anymore. No need to worry there. She's pulling double shifts at the suppressor facility. 16 hours a day, helping with production. She barely has time to breathe, let alone get involved in this. That's right. Because suppressor production requires the use of omnium, there's an increased chance of aberration. As a result, factory workers are given higher priority for suppressor distribution. The same goes for Roslyn, along with any other public security officers who are involved in the aberrant incidents. They've all been given suppressors too.
A pleasure to meet you. I am Authorizer 304, but you can call me Kalpa. I work as a filing clerk for the Defense Forces Case Management Department. Then it seems you don't fully understand the role. After Gestos was upgraded using Omnium technology, control procedures became both overly complex and grossly inefficient. After several experiments, we found that the human brain was the best solution to this dilemma. By establishing a cybernetic link with Gestos, the human brain's commands can be translated into the system's language and executed with extremely high efficiency. However, there aren't many people who are capable of establishing such a powerful link, and the process itself puts a tremendous strain on the user. For this reason, Hykros carried out a large-scale screening of every single worker in the Federation. First authorizers? So there were others before? It's true that research personnel make up only a small portion of authorizers, but you're a High-Cross researcher, no? I remember seeing your file some time ago. Despite your superior intelligence, your constitution is somewhat lacking, and you have a history of hospitalization secondary to illness. In any case, while it may seem as though brain power is the only thing required for the cybernetic link, a person's body and mind are inextricably connected. Any burdens experienced by the brain will be ultimately reflected on the body.
Take my brother, for example. 2 years ago, he suffered from severe body pain and insomnia, and couldn't hold down food without throwing it back up. The doctors said that the source of his illness was in his mind. I believe they called it somatization.
That's one way to understand it, I suppose. In any case, authorizer candidates were pulled from various fields. Many are determined soldiers with combat experience, while researchers like yourself make up the smallest portion of candidates. You'd be wise not to underestimate filing clerks like me. Our work may sound insignificant, but we come across top-secret knowledge more often than we like. Like the candidacy process for authorizers, for instance. We're not supposed to know about any of it. But because our group of clerks is so close-knit, we tend to discuss enough information to piece things together. No, not at all. I'm just demonstrating how effective we clerks can be when we work together. After all, it was our network that helped Miss Nola find documents related to her missing past. I have no doubt about that. I've seen your file too. But Pippin, after reviewing his records, I discovered he was just an ordinary person who got lucky during screening. That's what concerns me.
A safe route has been established. Prepare to enter the smart city, and as an added precaution, I brought T5 suppressors for everyone. Please take one before we begin.
Agent Claudia, you're finally here. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is William, and I'm the director of the Gestos Smart City.
Hello, Director William. Could you please apprise us of the situation in the city?
Certainly. Late last night, a team of Blue Planet agents infiltrated the city and kidnapped Authorizer Pippin before quickly descending into the middle level. Aside from the shock of the ordeal, the workers on the upper level are relatively unharmed. But our biggest problem is that Blue Planet's taken full control of the defense and communication systems. Last night, Security Chief Jay spent 4 grueling hours just carving out a safe path for your arrival after it happened.
Where is the security chief right now?
After reporting Blue Planet's infiltration, he said he needed to ascertain the situation within the smart city. Shortly afterward, he led a small crew of workers deeper into the city, but the communication jam prevented us from contacting them. I'm afraid not. Under normal circumstances, the smart city's security system will respond to any attempted breach. Not only did it fail to alert us last night, but our security droids had gone completely out of control. It seems Blue Planet's attack on the city involves reprogramming our droids to ignore one of the 3 laws of robotics, to avoid harming humans at all costs. The problem is, we have no idea how they managed to accomplish this.
It's very likely, but we won't know for sure until I get my hands on a server or a droid and analyze it.
We have a number of low-functioning droids built from spare parts here in the city. They've never been connected to the security system, so Chief Jay assigned them to protect the staff on the upper level. He worries that they'll turn against us the moment they connect to the security system. But without any orders, these droids are severely limited in their functionality. When Chief Jay approached the 2nd level, he was attacked by our own security droids. I'm worried for his safety as well as the safety of the other workers. Please, you must help us get them out of there.
You don't have to worry about that right now, Commissioner. Our main objective is to clear a path to Blue Planet's position and stop them. As we push further into the city, additional Federation agents will follow behind to evacuate any personnel they encounter. Rest assured, Director William, we won't stop until every last Smart City worker is safe.
I can't thank you enough for this. Am I mistaken, or is something flying towards us?